Others believe that there's some kind of notation made by different people belonging to the same organization, and that the names circled are their code names. This just sounds like Thenardi's and his master's code like conversations. Still, others think it's some kind of encryption cipher. But even after finishing it, I came no closer to uncovering the mystery. Not only was reading it a complete waste of my time, but sheer absurdity over the shoddy excuse for the plot several times over. I was so angry that I returned the book immediately, and when I came to the house of Dana today, I found lots of people skulking around. I suppose they're all still looking for that thing. No wonder you zoned out like that. Paimon's guessing you won't be borrowing any detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Ugh. Paimon, Crimson, surely the two of you must understand how I feel. Don't worry, madam. I feel your frustration, as do I. What's the book called? We'll borrow it and take a look at it ourselves. It's called Reasoning Knows Not... Wait, what the heck? What is this title? Hold on. It's called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. You're sure it's a detective novel? Sounds more like a title of a light novel. That's what I was thinking. Tell me about it. Anyway, read it at your own risk. It truly is unbearably boring. I gotta read this book now. Huh? Oh, no. If you're talking about reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows blizzard? Oh, right, yes. No, it wasn't that one. Madame Farazan said it's really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Kaveh asked me the same question, so he must be looking for it too. He was even hiding behind a ladder before, looking for something. He looked really embarrassed. I wonder... That's interesting. Searching for something? Hiding behind a ladder? He must be after Mora. Really? That's your first thought, Paimon? Okay. That's gotta be it. So he can hurry up and pay off his debt to... Bruh. Wait, no. Let's just pretend Paimon didn't say anything. Layla, you're really sleepy, right? You must be dreaming this conversation. I didn't really get it anyway, but if you say so, it's a dream. No, Layla, don't just listen to Paimon. But, where is he now? Good question. But we can try hanging around where he might show up. There's a good chance he's there right now, right? I'm thinking either Alhatham's house or the tavern. Sorry, Kaveh. Alhatham's house, okay. Do you think we've seemed like a pair of thieves hiding here to ambush Kaveh? It almost feels like we're here to extort him or something. It kind of does, actually. Paimon's not sure why that is, though. We just want to ask him a couple questions, that's all. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. When have you ever been bothered by your conscience? Oh my god. Eh? That sounds like footsteps. Quick, let's take a look. I wonder if it's Alhatham. Stop right there, it is Alhatham. He's like, what are you doing outside my house? Alhatham? What are you doing here? Bruh, this is his house. Good question. Surprising indeed. I was under the impression that you knew I lived here. Good morning. Sorry, Alhatham. Footsteps again? They're heading towards the door. Stop right there, Kaveh. What? What are you two doing here? Oh, it's actually Kaveh this time. Hey, that's not fair. Of course nobody knows, except for Sino, Tignari, Kale, and the two of you, right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. But what if a stranger overheard us? It would be a disaster. It might even impact my career. I really don't think so, Kaveh. We just kind of invited ourselves, I guess. Huh? Is that Dehya? Dehya! Wow, that's a typo. Traveler and Paimon? Must be my lucky day running into you like this. Where'd Kaveh go? Kaveh? Dehya, you mercenaries are pretty tuned into the Wait, what is the sentence? You mercenaries are pretty tuned into the grapevine. Have you ever heard of a book called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard? God, saying that's so annoying. I wonder who Dehya's client could be. Definitely, I want to say it's definitely a character that we know. Hey! Oh, there he is. Sorry, Kaveh. How are you so fast? Why are you so slow? Flying's faster than running. Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Having been through so much, I run fast. Let me think. Tagnari? Last time we met, I also told him about how poorly parts of the book were written. He said I'd made it sound pretty funny, so much so, in fact, that he suddenly wanted to take a look himself. You made it sound like it was so bad it's good. I know some movies like that. And books. You reflect once more on how absurdly long the title is, and how even just saying it aloud makes you feel tired. Me. Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the house of Dana to borrow it. Kaveh said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. The problem was, there were already 2 names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style each circle... I feel like that's a typo. And the style of each circle was different. It was like some kind of game. Someone had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, and then someone had drawn a green circle around another name. Oh my god, is it I'll hate them. Come on now. The colors give it away. Paimon sure as the first circle was drawn by Kaveh. Yeah, no surprise there. If you stop and think about it, for but a second, guessing the identity of the second annotator should be trivial. I knew it. Come on. I gotta be right. Wait, you mean it was... If there are 2 people living in a house, and one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely that the other person left a mark too. Good point. Sometimes those 2 really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the beginning. The first character, whose name had been circled on the very first page, turned out to be the murderer. Surely that's just a blatant spoiler, like that joke where someone opens a novel and bam, there's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the start. Okay, I've never heard that before, actually. I'm sure Sino probably told him that one. What kind of joke would be so cruel? It was one of Cyrus's, and it wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Oh, that's just mean. Who was unlucky enough to borrow the book after he'd scribbled all over it? My master, Nafis, and Professor Zaha Hadid, who had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Oh, that couldn't have gone over well. So I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. Oh my god. The best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. It's simple principle. Well, when you put it like that, but still. How many names did you circle, Tagnari? Let me think. Not too many, about 3 or 4. I chose them all randomly. Then, who circled the other names in the book? There must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not sure why. Who'd have thought borrowing books could be so complicated? Not me. We inherited our custom of searching for the gold and wisdom in the sands from the gods themselves. But that book turned out to be as dry as dust. A bunch of names had been circled, but I still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be despite reading the whole thing carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think it was some kind of ritual, or a game, or something, so I picked up a pen and drew a circle of my own. Oh my god. That's right, the detective in the book argued that he must have leapt across a broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you find out later on his conjecture was totally off base. Wow, what a surprise. Why's that? Because it turns out that Al-Ahmal has a superpower, so he could float right across the broken bridge. That is so stupid. Oh my god. Hey, you 2 look as confused as a couple of R&R who just run into each other head first. Are you looking for something? I can help. I knew it was Nahida. Hey there. Nahida, have you heard of a book called Reasoning Knows No Time, Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows Blizzard? Why do they keep making me say that? Such a long name, but yes, I do know the one you mean. Then you should look around near the Palace of Alcazarzaray. Oh... Dory? After I borrowed it, I noticed the names on the first few pages had been selectively circled by different people. Each person's penmanship was different, and moreover, I recognized 3 of the circles of having been drawn by Tagnari. Few of the others use the same color of ink he does, so it was few others use the same color of ink as he does, so it was instantly recognizable. Okay. You even know that? Of course he knows that. It's Tagnari. I want to get to the bottom of this, even if it's just for the sake of my friend. And to uncover the secret, you must become part of the conspiracy. So I circled all the other names that were left in the book. Oh, that was you. What? To think you'd do such a thing. So there's no treasure at all. It was all just you guys all along. That's right. Should you wish to hide a grain of sand buried in the desert, and in that grain of sand, I can catch a glimpse of the truth. And so you were drawn to it, making your plans, yet in a twist of fate, were discovered, or yet in a twist, whatever. No matter how vast this world is, you cannot run from the long arm of the law. My God, he's so dramatic. Familiar with this book. That's why I chose that particular format. Brilliant move, bro. Oh my God. What's with that look? We were just thinking, there have been more twists and turns in the story behind the book than the actual story itself. It was nothing. We were just kind of along for the ride. Still, Kaveh, it'd be better if you used something more erasable to make notes in the future. I understand. I'll never let myself subconsciously correct typesetting errors ever again. No, I mean, I'll never borrow a book with such a long name, at least for a while. If I had to guess, a young man's tears of regret? Oh my God, dude. And what would you know? It's reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. You actually bothered to memorize a ridiculous and boring name like that? Did you know that Tignari, Dehia, and Sino all circled names in the book? And it started because the name I circled was the real killer. To be perfectly honest, the moment I first saw the murderer's name circled, I knew this would happen. How? Literally how? Wait a second. How come you've read the book too? You guys live in the same house. I had the pleasure of reading it in the house of Dana. The logic is a mess. It's just poorly written. And you left the book out in the study. So you knew I circled the killer? Then did you circle any names in the book? What do you think? So you did? The second one is mine. Why? The best way to avoid spoilers is to add a red herring. Oh my God. But what? Why just one? Tignari circled 3. Yeah, I already significantly reduced the probability of the murderer's identity being spoiled for the next reader. That's more than enough. No need to worry about things that are beyond saving. And just why isn't that necessary? Using permanent ink to circle a name on the first page, that's obviously beyond saving. Oh my God. If I must say so, then it's because the circling of the names is far more interesting than the book itself. You're so right, though. Congratulations! This one-of-a-kind, out-of-print book, personally penned by the hands of so many, is now yours. Do you think I look happy about it? I don't even want it. Give it to me. I'll take it, please. If it was Paimon, she wouldn't want it either. That's a no from me too. Well, I personally, as a player, would like to see this book.